Good morning, guys. It's Monday. Welcome back to another weekly haul. So this morning I got a PR package from First Beauty and they sent over their KP Bump Eraser Body Scrub and also the Smoothing Body Lotion. So I actually have tried the scrub before and I used it all the way down to the bottom last year and I loved it so much. I was actually just thinking I needed to repurchase a new tube of this. So I was very excited to see this come in because it is so awesome. So as the box says, smooth away chicken skin. This works so well if you get those little bumps like on the backs of your arms, like right here, or also on your thighs where I tend to get them. It's a perfect scrub. I noticed the difference the first time I used it. Not that it completely took them away after the first time, but it definitely felt a lot smoother already. And then after several uses, I found that my skin was smoother than it had ever been in those areas. And this is also a great scrub to use before self-tanner because it's not one of those oily scrubs that's going to prevent the self-tanner from sticking. So it's great for that as well. I haven't tried the body lotion yet, so I'm really excited about that as well. So let me just read quickly what it says on the card. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but just kind of give you the highlights. So the Bump Eraser Body Scrub has both chemical and physical exfoliants in it. So it has a combo of glycolic and lactic acids for the chemical exfoliant, and then it has pumice microcrystals that help to sweep away the dead skin. And I'll open it up and show you what it looks like in just a minute. And then the body lotion has 10% alpha hydroxy acid. So it has urea, colloidal oatmeal, and ceramides to deliver deep hydration for supple, silky smooth skin. So let me just quickly show you guys the ingredient list. Unfortunately, it's one of those ones that kind of goes around the tube. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to see all of them, but the main ingredient in this one after the water is lactic acid, which is pretty gentle. It's not quite as harsh as glycolic acid. So I feel like for most people, this would be okay to use daily. It's not a super, super strong exfoliant. And then here's the ingredient label for the scrub. The first ingredient you have is the pumice stone, and then you have water, glycolic acid, and the lactic acid. So anyway, guys, let me just open this up really quick and I'll show you what it looks like. Actually, my hands are really dry. I just put hand lotion on. I actually used First Aid Beauty's Ultra Repair Cream right before this, but as you can see, I still have the dryness. I just can't, like, it's springtime now and it's still sticking with me, so I don't know what's up with that. I guess it's just all the increased hand washing this year that I've been doing, but anyway, let me just show you what the scrub looks like first. I'll just put a little bit. So the exfoliant in here is super, super tiny. So it's not one of those big, chunky, like gritty scrubs. It actually feels almost like a microdermabrasion, which is why I think it works so well. I find that the bigger, chunkier scrubs don't always get all the dead skin, but this one is amazing. And let me just put a little, like in these areas here where I have all the rough, dead skin, and then I'll wash it off and you can see the difference. All right, so I'm back. You can see this hand that I just used the scrub on looks a lot brighter. It just took off that layer of dead skin and then all the dead skin that was in between my fingers as well. It's so much smoother now. I know I still have like all this dryness going on, but it looks a lot smoother compared to this hand right here. So anyway, let me quickly show you the lotion. So again, this is totally new to me. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on and just see what the texture is like. So this is a really nice, I would say medium weight lotion. It's not super thick and rich, but it's also not like a thin lotion either. It actually has a really nice texture. It's not fluffy and whipped like their Ultra Repair Cream. It actually feels a little bit heavier than that. But wow, it's making my skin feel so smooth. And even though my skin is a little bit broken up here, I have some splits, I'm not experiencing any irritation. It's not like burning or anything like that. So I think it's going to be really gentle. Yeah, so look at the difference. My hand looks like a new hand compared to this one. So anyway, guys, I think this time of year is honestly the best time to check these products out because, you know, it's getting hotter outside, especially here. And, you know, we're going to be wearing shorts and skirts and dresses and all that and exposing more skin. So if you have those little bumps, definitely check this one out because it is really great. Again, I don't have experience with the lotion yet, but First Aid Beauty's products are always really great, so I'm sure this one's going to be awesome too. So anyway, if you guys have tried either one of these, I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. Oh, I'm back. I just saw this on the back of the card. They have an FAQ about these products, and there's a couple things that I think I wanted to touch on here. The first one is, can they or should they be used together? They said that they can actually be used effectively on their own, and given the powerful level of AHA in both formulas, they don't recommend using them together. So they say use the scrub 1 to 2 times per week and use the lotion on your non-scrub days. Also, these are safe for sensitive skin. They don't have fragrance, by the way. I forgot to mention that too. These say they're not intended for the face, so just use them on the body only. And they said after using the scrub, you could use their Ultra Repair Cream or obviously any other cream that you have that probably doesn't have an exfoliant in it. So anyway, I thought those were just important things about the products that I didn't mention. Hey guys, it's Tuesday. I just got a package from Huda Beauty and they sent over some of their new lip liners and also new Power Bullet cream lipsticks. And I am so excited about these because the Power Bullet matte lipsticks that I got last year, I think it was, when they launched, they are some of my favorite lipsticks to date, and I don't normally like matte lipsticks, but they're just so creamy and so comfortable to wear and really lightweight at the same time. So these are supposed to be more of like a creamy, glowy version of those. So I can't wait to swatch these and try them on. So they have 2 different collections. There's 14 shades in all. There's 7 pretty pink colors called Sweet Nudes and then 7 spicy brown nudes in the Bossy Browns collection. So she sent me 1 of the Sweet Nudes and 2 Bossy Browns. And then we also have the Lip Contour 2.0 lip liners. And these claim to be transfer proof, smooth, have all day wear. Highly pigmented, velvety matte finish, creamy and comfortable, and they have soybean and licorice to help create that naturally plump pout. So let's go ahead and do some quick swatches. So let's start out with the lipsticks, and these actually have a little guide on the back that tells you if they're light, medium, or a rich tone. So the Bossy Brown that I have called Boss Chick is a rich tone, and then I have a Sweet Nude in the shade Angel, and that's supposed to be a lighter color. I'm sorry, this doesn't want to focus. And then Hustla is a medium tone in the Bossy Brown. So, all right, let's swatch these first. All right, so first we're going to do Angel, and this is one of the pink ones. And you can see that has a little bit of shine to it as well. And next we have Hustla, and this is the Bossy Brown, and it's the medium one. That is so pretty as well. And then we have Boss Chick, and this is the rich one for the Bossy Browns collection. So these seem like they're going to be super moisturizing. I really can't wait to try these on. And then let's go ahead and check out the lip liners. They sent over 4 different shades. We have Honey Beige, Warm Brown, Muted Pink, and Deep Rose. All right, so here's a quick look at the packaging first. And let's see. All right, so it's this style of lip liner. It does also have a sharpener built in as well. So first we have the shade Honey Beige. That is so creamy. It just completely is like effortless, just glides right across. I'll build it up a little bit just so you guys can see the color more, because it's kind of a thin line. That would go really nicely actually with this middle shade right here. Next up we have Warm Brown. I can't get over how creamy these are. Oh my gosh. I hardly even have to press at all, and they just glide right on my skin. This would be a perfect match for this shade right here. All right, then next we have Muted Pink. And this one I think is going to go really well with the first shade at the top, the pink one. And I mean, obviously they coordinated them that way, I'm guessing. And then the last shade is Deep Rose. So beautiful as well. All right, so there are all the shades. Again, I'm just so excited to try these out because I think she makes some of the best lipsticks and lipstick formulas. So I will definitely let you guys know my thoughts in a future update video. If you guys have also tried these, I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Hey guys, so I was just watching the lipsticks. I still actually have them on my arm, but then I wanted to try one of the lipsticks and just let you guys know how it feels. So I'm wearing the Honey Beige lip liner and the Hustla, which is one of the Bossy Browns, the medium one, lipstick, and it feels so comfortable. It feels like a tinted lip balm basically. It's just super cushiony. They do have a little bit of like kind of a coconutty scent to them, but I just love this color. This is so beautiful. So anyway, just wanted to share it with you really quick. If I try on any of the other lipsticks this week, I'll be sure to kind of insert those videos as well. Hey guys, it's Wednesday. I just got a package from LA Girl and they sent over the Hey Hey Vacay collection, and there's 2 eyeshadow palettes in here. And you guys have been asking me for a while now to review these palettes, but being on LA Girl's PR list, I didn't want to buy them because I figured they were going to send it, and usually I end up with 2 different versions because I buy them too quickly. So I decided to wait, but here they are. I know a lot of you guys already have these, but if you don't, I want to do some quick swatches and show you guys each palette up close. So the first one we have is called Under the Palms. And that's what that one looks like. So you have some warmer tone neutrals on this side. You have kind of a quad of greens right here. You also have some beautiful peachy and coral shades. So this one looks really, really pretty. And then the other one's called Good Times and Tan Lines. Let me just take the plastic off. So this one has some brighter shades in it. In a way, it kind of reminds me, it's giving me vibes of like the Urban Decay Naked Wild West palette. So at some point I could always do dupes for these palettes. So if you can think of any that you would like to see me dupe with these palettes, let me know down below. I know definitely Naked Wild West with this one, but if there's anything else you can think of between these 2, let me know for sure. So anyway, let's go ahead and I guess we'll do some quick hand swatches first, and then I'll just swatch out each palette. If you're not familiar with their formula, it is fantastic, especially for drugstore. I feel like it can definitely compete with the higher end eyeshadows. I mean, the shimmer shades are just, they're beautiful. So let me do a couple of the greens first. All right, so we have that one, that one. They're just so smooth and really pigmented. I just want to see this one quickly, and maybe the peach as well. All right, so we have that one and that one. The pink had a little bit of fallout, but otherwise they're just gorgeous. And then I just want to show you a couple of the matte shades really quick and just how those perform. So we'll do like this teal shade, maybe this bright coral. So these also, they have a little bit of fallout, but I feel like they're not super powdery like the Milani ones where they don't grip to your skin and they just blend away. They're not powdery like that. I think they're just so soft that they have a lot of fallout, but I have no issues like with blending these or anything, and I feel like they really retain the pigment. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these both on my arm and we can see what they look like all together. All right guys, so first up we have Under the Palms, and this one swatched really nicely. There were a few of the shimmer shades that I felt like were a little bit chunkier. This one and this one and this one, they just had a little bit more fallout than the others, but a lot of the shimmers were just super, super smooth as well. I think the matte shades are really pigmented. The one thing that I will say is that there are, I feel like, a couple of almost repeat shades in this palette. These 2 right here, they look so similar. They're not exactly the same, but I feel like once you put them on your eyes, they would look really close. Also, these 2 greens right here, this one looks a lot darker in the pan, but once you swatch them out, I think they look really similar as well. And then these 2 browns down here, I feel like there's not really that much difference between them. So that's something just that I've seen with the LA Girl palettes. It happens a lot with them, where I just feel like some of the shades look really close to each other once you actually swatch them out, and I feel like they would look super similar on the eyes. So I would say for me, that's like the biggest drawback to these palettes, and it's really not even that big a deal, but just something that I wanted to point out. All right, and then next up we have the Good Times and Tan Lines palette, and as far as repeats go, I feel like this one has a lot more variety to it, so I really like this one. I love how just they included the pinks and the coral. You have some gold shades. This peachy shimmer is so stunning, and then you have the blues, this greenish blue, which is so pretty. and then a couple of warm neutrals as well. So I really like this one too. It looks like just a perfect summer color story. So I would love to hear what you guys think down in the comments below. If you've gotten these palettes already, how you're liking them, or what your thoughts are, or if you're planning on picking them up or skipping them. I'd love to hear your opinion on that as well. I also just got my Essence order in the mail. I had picked up a couple of things. I'm working on an Essence dupes video, and I realized I don't have a lot of their lip products and I don't have a lot of their blushes. So I thought I would just get a couple of things to try and see if they remind me of anything high-end that I already have in my collection. I definitely wanted to get more shades of the blush. When I first had purchased the 2 shades that I have, that's the only 2 that were available, but they've since come out with more. So very excited because this is one of my favorite drugstore blush formulas. So the first shade we have is Blooming, and this one to me looks quite a bit like Lorac's Tinge blush, which is one of my favorites of all time. So I'm curious to see how this one compares. I'm definitely going to dig that one out also and see if they're close. I really haven't found a dupe for that one yet, but it's just the subtlest light peachy pink blush. I don't even know if you guys can see it on camera. It's practically blending into my skin tone, but I just love it for like a really light natural blush day. The next shade that I got is Beloved, and this one's just a really pretty kind of cooler tone pink. I'll just put that one there. This formula is just so super smooth and really easy to build up too. Like, it's just gorgeous. And then the last one I got is Believing, and this one looks like such a pretty kind of dusty mauve. So let's see what this one looks like. Yeah, that one is stunning as well. I'll just build it up a little and see what it looks like there. All right, so let me quickly grab my Lorac Tinge and I'll just see how it compares to that one. All right, so here's a look at Tinge. I feel like it's still a little bit darker than the Essence one, maybe a little bit pinker. So let's swatch this one next to it and see what happens. Yeah, this one is just, it's a little bit deeper, unfortunately. So it's not a match, but I still think the Essence one is really pretty and I will definitely be testing it out and see what it looks like on my skin tone. I also got this really cute little blush palette. It's actually a blush, bronzer, and highlighter palette. It's called Hey Cheeks. And this one, I haven't seen at Ulta, but it's on Essence's website. Sometimes they do that where they have exclusives just to their website. So in here you have 1 highlighter, then you have 3 blushes, and then 2 bronzers, one that's matte and one that is a shimmer finish. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch this one as well. All right, so let's start with the highlighter first. And I know Essence can make a good highlighter because the Pure Nude is one of my favorites. Oh my gosh, this one, yeah, it is so smooth. Do you guys see how smooth that looks? It's not like glittery or chunky in any way. I was not actually expecting that. All right, next we'll do the blushes. All right, so here's this blush first. This one has kind of like a satiny finish. It's not a flat matte, but it's not shimmery either. Next up, this peachy one does have a little bit of a shimmery finish. It's still not quite as intense as the highlighter, but it's more shimmery than that one. All right, and then the last blush is also, I mean, it's sort of, again, that satiny finish. It's pretty matte, but it's not a flat matte. So there's just a little hint of like a glow to it, but not much. All right, next up we have the bronzers. So we'll do the matte one first. Bronzers are always so tricky too, I feel like, to get the color right. But this one, it's pretty good. I mean, it's a warmer tone bronzer, so it's not like a cool tone. It doesn't have that pink undertone that I really like, but it's not terrible. I feel like it's not super orangey either. All right, and then here is the shimmery bronzer. So this one has a bit of like a golden tone to it. Actually, let me just swing around here and you can kind of see everything a little bit better. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of these more yellowy tone bronzers. If you saw my recent new makeup releases dupes video, I tried on the Patrick Ta bronzer and it really just didn't look quite right on me since I have more of a pink undertone. So I usually go for bronzers that have the pinker or cooler undertone to them. So I'm not super happy with the bronzers in this palette, but I love the blushes and that highlight is gorgeous as well. So anyway, that is the little Hey Cheeks blush palette. And then last but not least, I got some of their This Is Nude lipsticks. I got 4 different shades to try. I wasn't sure what to pick based on the website. It's always really hard when it comes to lip colors, especially, but they were super affordable, so I just got some and hopefully the colors work out. And I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these on my hand. I know you guys prefer arm swatches usually, but when it comes to lip products, if I put them on my arm, I don't know why, it's so hard to get them off. A lot of times, even after repeatedly scrubbing at them with soap, they're often there until the next day, and then it limits what I can swatch, like if I want to swatch something else, or just like this area tends to get irritated because the skin here is so sensitive. But for some reason, they come off a lot easier on my hand. When I swatched those Huda lip liners and lipsticks the other day, it was like the next day before I actually got all the traces of it off. So anyway, hopefully you guys don't mind me putting these on my hand. So first up we have the shade Bold, and this one says on the bottom that it's a semi-matte finish. Whoa, look at the pigmentation of that. I mean, pretty much one swipe gives you that full coverage, and it does have that little bit of sheen to it. So it's not, again, like a flat matte. So hopefully this will be more comfortable to wear. I absolutely love the color too. Next we have the shade number 4, and this is called Crazy. This one's more of like a berry tone. It's a little bit deeper in person than it looked on the website. I was hoping for maybe like a little bit of a lighter pink, but since I'm not really a dark lipstick person, and especially because it's called This Is Nude, I was thinking they were going to be, you know, more nude colors. Let's see, what do we have next? Number 6, this one's called Real. This one kind of looks dark too in the tube. All right, that one's not quite as deep. Well, actually, maybe it is. I don't know what's going on with these nude lipsticks. They're not really nude at all, except for the first one. I'm kind of a little disappointed, and I felt like I chose some of the shades that were on the lighter side compared to the others. So then we have 15, Charming. This one looks like it's probably going to be a good shade for me. Okay, yeah, so this is kind of what I was thinking this one was going to be more like. This is really pretty. All right, so maybe these will be, you know, better in the fall. I'm not really like against wearing dark lipstick. I just don't wear it very often, and especially this time of year. So anyway, these feel like they're going to be really comfortable, like really creamy, and I love the pigmentation. So anyway, guys, that's my little Essence haul. Stay tuned for an Essence dupes video coming up hopefully very soon. Good morning, guys. It's Thursday. I got in a package late last night from Give Me Glow Cosmetics. I had ordered some of their eyeshadow singles after so many of you guys, both in my Facebook group and also on Instagram, have been recommending these to me because you know how much I love Sydney Grace, and a lot of you have said that their formula is really similar and that I would love it. So I ended up getting 6 matte shades and 6 shimmers to try out. These were a little bit more expensive than Sydney Grace, but the pan sizes are huge. I actually took one out and swatched it on Instagram and my Facebook group, and they're giant. And on the packaging here it says glitter, eyeshadow, or blush. So I think they make the pan sizes larger just in case there's certain shades that you do want to use for a blush, which I feel like even ones that I got over here definitely could be used that way. So I like that they give you that versatility. The only thing is I didn't buy an empty palette to put these in. I couldn't even find them on their site anyway, but I figured I do have one from Sydney Grace that's like a 12 pan, and I thought these would fit in there, but they're absolutely not going to because they're too big. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with these yet. I'm going to have to find somewhere to put them, but I figured we'd just open all of these up and let's do some swatches. All right, guys, so here's all the shades laid out. I just really tried to stick to neutrals for the most part, just while I was getting to know the formula, and I got a couple of purple shades. I also got this green, some peachy tones, some just basically like warm neutral mattes, and these two right here are kind of like special shades. You can see that they look a little bit more foiled and intense than the other shimmer shades. This one in particular, Electric Unicorn, was like $14. It was really expensive, but I've heard people rave about that shade, so I definitely wanted to try it. And then this one, Rose Remix, as well. A lot of you guys were saying I had to try. So let's go ahead now and get into some swatches. All right, so the first one I'm going to swatch is called At the Beach. Wow, that actually came out a little bit deeper than I was expecting it to. It looks pretty light in the pan. Let me just see. Yeah, it definitely swatches a bit deeper than it actually looks, but it feels like it just adheres to the skin so well. And it has a really rich kind of velvety feel to it. All right, so next let's do Electric Unicorn. Look at how insane this one is. And even though it's not a glittery shade, it does have a little bit of like almost flakiness to it. It's kind of hard to explain, but oh my gosh, that is going to look amazing on the eyes. All right, next up we have the shade Faded. And then we have Pink Lemonade. A little bit of fallout with this one, but again, it's just super intense, very, very creamy. Next we have Spring Fling. This is so beautiful. And then we have Skinny Dip. These, I just can't get over how even these mattes, they just are so pigmented. This one looks really, really similar to that one. I forget what the name of that one is now. Faded. So I feel like Faded and Skinny Dip are pretty close. All right, here's Rose Remix. I haven't tried this one yet, so oh my gosh, very excited. Look at how pretty this is. It looks like liquid metal. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this has that same, like you see the flakiness to this one. So it does smooth out. And again, it's not like a glitter, pressed glitter. It feels really nice and smooth, just like a shimmer shade. Oh my gosh, that is intense. All right, next up we have Grunge Lavender. And I'm just actually swung around to the other side so that we can see the swatches a little bit better. That's better. As we get down my arm, I start running out of room on the camera if I'm turned the other way. All right, so there's that one. Next up we have the shade Hex My Ex. These are just swatching so nicely. Next we have That's So Taupe, just like the ColourPop palette. All right, guys, so I'm running out of room, so I think I'm going to swatch the last shade up this way more just because I don't want to put it like in the crook of my elbow here. So, all right, let's check out the next shade. All right, and then the last one we have is Fireworks. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful as well. So anyway, guys, these are all the shades together, and I would love to hear your thoughts on these, if you've tried them, or if there are any shades I don't have that you recommend that I check out, that you think I might like, let me know that as well. But yeah, I'm so excited to get these on my eyes and start playing with them. Hey guys, it's Saturday. I just got my Tower 28 order in the mail and I picked up some more of their Beach Please cream blushes. I got one at Sephora before the Sephora sale, and then during the Sephora sale I wanted to get some more, but they were sold out of the colors that I really wanted. So when I went to Tower 28's website, they actually had 28% off site-wide, which was even better than the Sephora sale. So I got 4 of the colors, and I've been getting a lot of requests also from you guys to show dupes for these. So I'm definitely going to do that as well, but I thought at least for today, I can just swatch all of the shades and show you guys what they look like. So the first one up is Golden Hour. And this is one of the ones that was sold out at Sephora. And one of the reasons I really like these is because of the powdery dry down. And they're a lot like the Milani ones in that way. But Milani, I feel like their shade range is a little bit limited. So I just wanted to get a few more. I really use cream blushes so often in the summertime. So here's Magic Hour. It's a really pretty peach. Next up we have Happy Hour, and I just, when I was opening it, dug my finger in. I can't believe I just did that. All right, so let's swatch this one. It looks really bright in the pan, but these do sheer out quite a bit when you apply them. So that one is gorgeous as well. Next up we have Magic Hour. This is another one that was sold out at Sephora. And this is one that I really wanted. It's a gorgeous nude. I really love that one. That one is beautiful. And then last but not least is Rush Hour. This one's also a peachy shade, but it's a bit lighter than the first one. So it's actually kind of like a peachy coral almost. So this one's just more of like a straight peach, I think, or maybe like a peachy nude. And then that one is a little bit brighter, but these are all so beautiful. So I will definitely be doing some comparisons within my collection. If you'd like to see a video on that, let me know if you'd like to see dupes for these, and I will definitely put that together. So anyway, guys, since it's Saturday, this is all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And also, if you are new here, I do these hauls almost every Sunday. I also focus on affordable and drugstore makeup and dupes. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you all in my next one. Take care, guys. Bye.